Hey, love bugs, this Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're up telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through, trying times and just needing spiritual guidance or confirmation, validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your a thumbs up, like, and also share the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, detaching from pain that tried to define you to be, but to create the love of self you discovered you didn't know existed. It is like so many different things that have happened into your lives where, maybe you have had trauma after trauma after trauma, or setback after setback after setback. And a lot of times that makes you question your worth. Are you, even worth living here anymore? Do you even have a purpose? Or why does it even matter what I do? No matter how good I am, I always get BS, of negativity back. And these are those things that it gives you, it applies a lot of heaviness into your life to search for that within. Anything that we're looking for always comes from within anyway. And sometimes it really truly takes you to go through those hardships, a lot of times, just to be able to see what your destination is, what makes you tick, what are you motivated about, what's your passion, anything that that is going to impact your life in a positive way, that that is being guided towards you, just to impact other people in the same way, just to be able to find their growth. It shows you a lot within those times that how life can truly be for you. I've always went in my life where it always got the short end of the stick. I used to get mad at God all the time, like, no matter how good I am to people, nothing really good came back to me. Or it always seems that somebody, even when somebody was doing something undercutting me, will always get over. And a lot of times that happens because you're following that line to where it's going to place prosperity into your life, or it's going to allow you to move forward and apply that pressure to make success into your life. And that finds that love within yourself. What do you love about yourself? A lot of times you can be under that heaviness of depression where you can look in the mirror and really don't find nothing that you like about yourself. And a lot of times it's from the pain that we allow to define us. And it's just like I always tell people, you can be the most beautiful person in the world, but you can have an ugly soul to where, it's like it's going to overcome that tower of beauty into your life. And a lot of times where we're going on the physical, it's just being physical about everything, not really going through within on what is seeking, what is desirable, what is, it just makes your world turn in a good way. And these are the things that help you do that through those times to where it feels like you're heavy with despair. On the times where all you are is seeing sadness around you, where people constantly count you out, or, people always want to remind you of your past, or want to treat you like you're your past, or trying to place that mask on you, how they wanted to define you. But it's all about how you see yourself, what you are determined to do to allow yourself to make that change within your life that is truly deserving. It's only you can give yourself what you want into your life. A lot of times we go through the exterior, or go through worldly things, materialistic things that we feel like, oh, if I have this, I'll be happy. Or if I, get this nice car, I know I'm going to be happy. Or if I'm going to get into this, this beautiful relationship, I'll be happy. And all those things, we don't realize it's not going to make us happy if we're not happy on the inside. There's a lot of people that I know that they have that good into their lives, and they just don't invest in it and then always wondering why it always sends you on a slap back. It just feels like one of them slap backs. It's like, tag, I got this, I got this potential, I got this, I got that, but I'm just wondering where it's not working out for me. Why is it, not going out how I planned? It's just like, did you put your whole all on into it? You can say a lot of things into your life, but it's just the actions and the energy you place behind those different things. If you feel like I'm destined to become anything I allow myself to, apply myself to do, okay, are you allowing yourself to manifest through those things? That is going to make you a lot better. And then when you seem to do that, you have that a lot of time that you're placed in solitude right now, because there's a lot of people that's going in solitude where they're like, why do I have to be by myself all the time? And this is that time where God and universe just really want you to be focused on yourself right now. And yes, it can get very lonely, and I had to tell myself a lot of times before, it's a difference from being alone and being lonely. Because see, you can be around millions of people, and have all these followers and all these people, because a lot of times, especially if you were growing up in high school, you weren't that popular person, like, dang, I want to be that popular person. And then when you get to know that popular person, I've met a lot of people that were like that, because it was just me, I wasn't really popular in school, but I never had to go towards that point at different times in my life, because there's certain things that I did. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, let me, let me not allow myself to brag on that. But when I allowed myself to just be me, because a lot of times we can put up this facade of something, and you don't even, this don't even match you. This ain't even something you carry, but a lot of times we did that for other people to approve of us, instead of you allowing yourself to be yourself. There's a lot of people that don't even like their own selves and try to place something on them, a persona, a facade, or, different things that they placed on themselves, and it's not really who they match up with. And then when you really get to know that person, it's just like, why don't you just be yourself? You know how beautiful you are inside. You know how much you inspire me to want to do better. And sometimes you need somebody like that in your life that really shows you that they can see you through the depths of you. And a lot of times it's your higher self that's telling you that, it can really tell you that. Or it can be, a family member, may have, just really showed you, you have what it takes to, become anything or create anything. But you have to allow yourself to put that potential behind that pressure that's placing you on that purpose. And you really have to be able to do that. And a lot of times we allow pain to define who we are or what we may lack into our lives. Because a lot of times it's just like, if people always constantly made fun of you, or people always wanted to sit up here and keep you in riffraff and nonsense, it's because they seen that potential in you. They seen that light in you. They seen that story of strength you have, but wanted you to doubt that all the time. I used to go through different stuff like that, and I just never knew why. Other people knew why, but I didn't know why. And I had to learn that on a very later note. And then it allowed me to just, it placed anger, but it placed anger to be hungry to become something better. Made me I ain't got to worry about sitting up here trying to prove nothing to nobody, because regardless on what I prove to them, they ain't gonna want to see it, because they already seen it in me before they wanted me to discover that. And a lot of times you got to go through these things, because there's so many different things that go into your life where the devil wants you to discount yourself on all things. He makes you want to make you feel like your life doesn't have a purpose here. Your presence doesn't matter. You don't have nothing that's going to come good into your life, because you see how your life is going. A lot of times it goes by the things that we choose to have in our lives. I used to allow anybody to be in my life just because it made me feel important, instead of me allowing myself to say, girl, you important by whether you got a million people in your life or just one or zero. Just because of the kindness you have into your heart. You used to bring a lot of people in your life that manipulated you, because you allow yourself to manipulate yourself, because you allowed just anything into your life. And when I started seeing the different situations that I allowed myself to see, because a lot of times when you go through that tunnel of change, you'll start seeing where a lot of things went against you that showed so many red flags that you either gave excuses to, or you seen it and just wanted to, throw another thing on it when it was just showing you truth. And there's a lot of things in your life that maybe people were comparing their life to you, or they started mimicking you. You go through all those different things, but a lot of times you go through that, and it's trying to allow you to see what's really in you. You know, there's a lot of things. There's so many people I used to talk to, and they were like, Roslynn, I feel so discouraged at times because it's like I try to do this and I try to do that. And it was just like, I'm I'm making myself be that person I needed when I had a whole bunch of doubt in my life, or I had different people that tried to discard me and treat me like it was nothing. You know, I've had that. And that when it allowed me to really just say, I want to be that person I needed at that time when I was going through uncertainty. I want to become that person I needed at that time when I felt discouraged. I want to be that person I am when everybody discarded that person, and it just reminded me of my potential, of what I can be determined to do. You know, when you can place your love and your attention, your light on somebody who ain't even worth it, or don't even, reciprocate the stuff that you're pushing out, that they want you to use that same energy to invest in yourself. Because there's a lot of times you can look back on, I was sitting up here placing this love. I was sitting up here trying to be this. I was trying to be that. And then come to find out that person wasn't even supposed to be with you in the first place. But they say, you remember that all that stuff you put out for that person, it showed so many ways they didn't need to be with you. Allow you to apply that same pressure into your life to create something within you, that you don't keep attracting certain things that ain't for you. Allow yourself to be able to understand. You be like, toxic person 3 meters away. And when you're allowing yourself to see this, is like, God don't want you invested in no mess. Okay, this is what they want you to be able to invest in, the best of yourself. Being able to find the things that really uplift you in so many ways, the things that calms the negative, the naysayers, the doubters, anything in your life that's trying to second guess what you can do into your life. And I love to be able to talk to other people that come to me and they're like, Roslynn, you don't ever judge me. Sometimes I maybe get mad, but you actually really truly told me what I needed to hear. I tell people I don't even like hearing certain. I be getting tired of my own mess. I'll be wanting to leave my own self at times because I'll be sitting up here slacking on myself. But I can say, what, I've had those moments. I've had those moments where I cry and I just want to know why. Why do I keep trying? Because you have to keep trying. You when you close to a change into your life. And it may not be the ones that you're looking hard and working hard for, but it's that change in your life that's going to blossom something that you didn't even know exists. And a lot of times you have to be able to go through that when you're dealing with negative circumstances in your life. You have to be able to you got to dig hard and deep into your life about that. Because a lot of times you can get heavy in that depression and get caught up in that repetitive cycle that makes you want to second guess on why am I still living. There's a lot of people that have gone through those different situations, and I was that person that want to just go. I want to give my enemies exactly what they want. I'm like, hell to the no. I'm a sore loser. I'm not going to allow you to win nothing that wasn't destined for you to win. If you're going to win it, hey, I'm going to go ahead and give you that props that you did it wholeheartedly, not through deception, not through lies, manipulation. Because I always tell anybody that ever went against me, I want to see you happy. That's a big difference between me and you. I want to see you happy. But your happiness is not going to be based on my suffering. Your happiness is not going to be based on how you try to knock me down. Because people are like that in this world. People do that. You have people that you inspire. They try to act like they don't see you. Like I put on that video the other day, trust, they see you. When you're allowing yourself to push out positivity, you're going to bring out a whole swarm full of people. They're going to be people like, what? I admire that person because they're really showing me what I can be able to apply towards myself if I try. I love that person because, through everything that went against them, they still found something to keep going for. They still had that ammunition, that fire, that spark that made them want to keep on creating better into their lives. And a lot of times you need those challenges because if certain things will come to you that easy, you will never understand the opportunity of being appreciative of those things. And a lot of times we get mad when things don't go our way. If it doesn't go our way, it wasn't for us anyway. Or different times where, universe will show you this is prospering for you. But it's like different situations that you didn't really, universe is going to give you exactly what you put in there. Universe is going to do that. Even at times when you get mad where it feels like the enemy is always on top. It ain't always like that. And then sometimes the enemy wants you to be able to see it as that, but it's not. Don't allow what somebody else is doing and whatever they're trying to place on your life. Don't allow them to keep on, you allowing yourself to entertain that, to allow you to second guess your prosperity, or allow them to second guess what you can apply towards yourself. people don't, when people just, sometimes it's just like where people don't like you, sometimes they don't like themselves. And those are the people you really truly got to pray for, because they don't want to be able to hold themselves accountable for the suffering they add into their life, or they don't want to approach the thing, nip it at the bud on what created them to want to project toxicity into other people's lives as well as on themselves. Because a lot of times you have to understand, even the things that they place on you, they're not doing no more to you that they're already doing to themselves. And sometimes you have to be able to appreciate those things. You have to be glad that person showed you that, because it just shows you that person wasn't needed into your life. Like I've said before, you're not losing anything that wasn't needed in your life in the first place. You ain't losing people out of your life that's supposed to stay there in the first place, because a lot of times people are just discarded out of your life because they're no longer needed. It held a point for where it been for, what it counted for, so you can allow yourself to say, okay, they finally hit that timeline of what needed to be, and now they gotta go. Because a lot of times we go through a lot of things that we overlooked, we didn't nip in the bud, different past lives. And even the things that we focused on right now, or our issues, are what is keeping us from inspiring ourselves to do a lot better, is what we sit up here and suffer from other past lives. And this is at that time where everything is coming in, because you're that person that's supposed to be breaking those bonds of trauma, from generational curses, karmic cycles. And them karmic cycles is a mother for you. It is a mother on top of all mothers. They're showing you, oh Lord, like I'm tired of dealing with these situations. I'm tired of having to keep going through that. And a lot of times stuff will get to that point where it seems heavy on you, like it's never going to stop, because it's wanting you to keep going. Don't allow yourself to let what's trying to beat you. Don't allow that to do that, because the first time it makes you want to hit ground, you allow yourself to get back up. If you move towards a certain situation, it didn't go as planned, allow yourself to seek for assistance in your higher sources, and allow them to guide you towards a different direction. Because a lot of times we be trying to do those different things, those changes that need to take place in our lives, when they're telling us to step out the way. You doing too much. We need you to focus on you right now. Don't be standing in the way of anything that's going against you, because a lot of times you need to be able to allow yourself to step back. Just focus on you right now. Don't be focusing on what other people are doing. Even if it keeps his eye on you, allow yourself to just focus on you and let God and universe do the rest, because they don't want you all up in that excess mess. Okay, so just allow yourself to see the love inside of you that you felt like you were lacking in that time. Because a lot of times people can't give you what they don't have. People can't give you what they're not giving themselves, and it can really be hard at that times. You may be that person that's in your life that's dealing with so much different adversity, diversity, hate, pain, everything else. And a lot of times you're placed in that because they picked you to change all that. And a lot of times that can get hard because you're dealing with it all at one time. And those are the ones that usually make it out anyway. But you have to be able to see it as that. And sometimes it's really hard for you to be able to do that. Because anytime you're going through something, it just feels like everybody's coming at you. You got challenge coming from every direction, because they picked that one that was destined to overcome that. Universe, God, our ancestors, our family and friends that had passed over to be able to help us along that way, they seen that. And they want you to be able to see it within yourself. Because if they picked you for a trust and believe, God ain't going to sit up here and make no mistakes on anything when he picked anybody to do that. Because he sees that full potential in us. Now he's placing us in different situations that allow us to see that too. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content in this video, y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I would love, I apologize, because usually I'll be giving my post notification shout outs, and I ain't even do that. So I apologize for doing that. Okay, I would love to give a post notification shout out to Lauren G, Brand O, James Eastman, as well as Brian Dodry. Much love to you as well. Christina Chaney, much love to you as well. And all the other people have been dropping comments on my videos. I'll leave my contact information in the description box below. If you ever wanted, it's just about spiritual networking, being able to show you or guide you towards your deeper purpose of understanding of different things in your life, or you maybe just want to share your spiritual experience with me or get my insight. I try my best to be able to do that. Whatever we speak on is confidential, and I help you out the best way I can. I will be having our Heyokas chat vibe live and vibe today at 6:30, which is like almost 3 o'clock here. So I hope to be able to spiritually connect with you then. Whatever you're working on to manifest into your life, I hope it comes so much bigger and better than you ever expected, and comes sooner than you ever protected and expected. So I'm just sitting up here messing up today, and give out love, light, and positivity towards the people that truly need it. Even through social distance. This thing, I can't say it today, but whatever. Give it to them, because you never know how that's gonna take them a long way. And I will see y'all. Y'all will see me on my next video. Much love, peace.